Welcome back to the Stephen A. Smith Show. Before I get on out of here, I had to talk about a story that's very, very important. And albeit indirectly, it involves Caitlin Clark.
This isn't just another sports headline. This is a full-blown shockwave shaking the WNBA to its core. Just when fans thought they'd seen it all, Stephen A. Smith, never one to bite his tongue, dropped a revelation so wild, so unbelievable, that it sent the entire basketball world into chaos. He claimed that Caitlin Clark, the unstoppable rookie who's taken over women's basketball, had just been offered a deal so massive it could rewrite the future of the league itself. But here's where things get even crazier. This bombshell landed right after Sophie Cunningham, one of the WNBA's loudest and fiercest stars, suddenly walked away from the game under mysterious circumstances. The timing, too perfect to ignore. The internet exploded, rumors caught fire, and every fan started asking the same question. What's really going on behind the scenes of the WNBA? Because if Stephen A.'s claim is true, this isn't just about a To really get this story, you've got to start with Caitlin Clark. From day one, she wasn't just another athlete, she was a movement. At Iowa, every shot she took felt electric, every game turned into an event, and her confidence made fans believe anything was possible. They called it the Clark effect. Arenas packed, ratings spiked, and suddenly women's basketball became must-watch TV. By the time she hit the WNBA, she wasn't chasing fame, she was fame. But that kind of spotlight comes with pressure. Every foul, every look, every headline turned into chaos online. The league loved the buzz, but some players didn't. And when Sophie Cunningham, one of the league's loudest and toughest, suddenly walked away, those whispers of tension stopped being whispers. Sophie Cunningham wasn't just any player, she was fire. Raw energy, the kind of competitor who played like every possession was personal. Fans loved her attitude, even when it got messy, because she gave the league an edge. So when word spread that she was stepping away, it hit like a thunderclap. No farewell tour, no long statement, just silence. And it happened right as Caitlin Clark's star was exploding. That timing made everyone suspicious. Was it burnout, locker room drama, or something deeper, something the league didn't want fans to see? Social media went wild, and soon, Sophie's quiet exit became the loudest story in the WNBA. Then came Stephen A. Smith, never shy, never filtered, stepping right into the chaos. On live TV, he dropped a bomb that made the entire basketball world freeze. He claimed Caitlin Clark had just been offered a deal so massive, so unheard of, that it could rewrite the rules of the WNBA. This wasn't a simple contract, it was a full-blown empire deal. Brand partnerships, TV specials, sponsorships, even behind-the-scenes business talks. According to Stephen A., it was a package designed to make her the face of women's basketball forever. Fans went wild, some cheering her rise, others calling it favoritism. And in that moment, Sophie's quiet exit didn't feel random anymore. It felt like the first crack in something much bigger. Stephen A. didn't stop there, he doubled down. He warned that the WNBA's obsession with Caitlin Clark might be crossing the line, hinting that the league's treatment of her could spark a federal-level investigation. He wasn't just talking money anymore, he was talking power, favoritism, and politics behind the curtain. That's when the internet exploded. Some fans defended Clark, saying jealousy was fueling the hate, while others said the league was selling its soul for clicks and cash. Every game, every handshake, every look between players was suddenly under a microscope. The tension wasn't hidden anymore, it was boiling over. That's when everything snapped into focus. Fans began connecting dots between Stephen A.'s claim and Sophie Cunningham's sudden exit. Was Sophie pushed out, or did she walk away from a system that now revolved around one superstar? Because if the league was truly building everything around Caitlin Clark, it meant the balance of power had shifted permanently. The WNBA wasn't just promoting a player anymore, it was protecting an investment. And for veterans who'd spent years grinding for recognition, that reality cut deep. Suddenly, this wasn't just sports gossip, it was a battle for respect inside the league itself. Behind the scenes, that divide grew wider. Some veterans felt sidelined, watching years of work get overshadowed by one new face. Others admitted privately that Clark's fame was great for business but bad for team chemistry. It was like the league had crowned her the future before she'd even had time to prove it. And that kind of pressure doesn't just test a player, it tests an entire organization. The whispers got louder: jealousy, politics, favoritism. Everyone wanted to know, was the WNBA evolving or eating itself from the inside out? By now, Stephen A's words had turned into wildfire. Reporters, analysts, even former players started weighing in, saying this might be the biggest crossroads in WNBA history. Because if what he said was true, Caitlin Clark wasn't just the face of the league, she was the league. Every sponsorship, every headline, every camera pointed straight at her. That's great for visibility, but dangerous for balance. One player carrying the entire brand meant every win, every loss, every controversy would reflect on the WNBA itself. And if that pressure broke her, the fallout could drag the whole league down with her. Now the league stands at a breaking point. Caitlin Clark's rise has brought more attention than ever before, but it's also exposed the cracks beneath the surface: jealousy, favoritism, and fear of change. Sophie Cunningham's quiet exit feels like a warning. Stephen A's words sound like prophecy, and every move the WNBA makes from here will decide its future. Because if this rumored deal is real, it could turn Clark into the first true global icon of women's basketball or the center of the league's biggest meltdown. Either way, the WNBA will never be the same again. So here's the truth. Whether you love Caitlin Clark or can't stand the hype, she's changed the game forever. Stephen A. Smith didn't just break a story. He exposed the growing pains of a league trying to handle real superstardom. Sophie Cunningham's exit, the rumored multi-million-dollar offer, the split among fans, it all points to one thing. The WNBA is evolving fast, and not everyone's ready for it. Caitlin stands at the center of it all, carrying the weight of history, fame, and controversy on her shoulders. The question now isn't if she'll survive the pressure, it's whether the league built around her can. Because when fame collides with power, something always breaks.